Hey guys, it's me. Um, I'm back, and um, I have quite a few things to address today. So I hope you guys have a little bit of time to spend with me. Um, First off, I want to say thank you to Josie. I watched one of her videos because I try to keep up on everyone's videos that makes them. And I'm watching her video, and I'm watching her video, and she did a video on altered tickets. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to start giggling again, Josie. She mentions that she's ticked off and she has a message for somebody, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what happened? And then she says my name and pretty much let me know that I was missed this last week. Thank you so much for that. I can't tell you, you probably have a lot of views on that one video because I watched it again and again, and I'm like, is she really talking about me? I had no idea I would be missed. Thank you. Totally warmed my heart, completely made my week. I even made my husband sit down and watch it. And yeah, that was what an awesome feeling. Thank you so much for that. And for everybody else who's left me comments and Facebooked me, I'm okay. Let me just start with that. I am doing okay. I was having a little bit of health issues. When my stress level goes up, my body kind of goes down, if that makes sense. So one of my things when I get stressed is that my right arm falls asleep, and I get that pins and needle feeling in it, and I can't really hold anything. So, when I was trying to write my notes and, decide what I was going to talk about last week and how we were going to do this little mini album for the mini album, I realized I couldn't hold the pen. So I knew it was getting pretty bad. So I just kind of took a break and just, I didn't craft for a couple of days, and my mojo kind of went away and things like that. But I perked back up. I'm good. We're okay in this household. I'm doing fine. Josie, I've got my cup of coffee here with you. And so grab yours because it's going to be a while. But thank you guys so much for just, I've gotten, like I said, Facebook messages, hey, just wanted to see if you were doing okay, things like that. And it warms my heart that I have made so many amazing, amazing friends just by doing this. And I can't even begin to tell you guys how much I truly appreciate it. It's like I said in the very beginning, I'm very antisocial. I'm a closed off person. I don't really talk about me much, which is kind of still strange to me that I'm doing YouTube videos. But I'm getting used to it, little by little, I'm getting there. And so again, thank you guys so much for everything. You guys mean the world to me, and it is so greatly appreciated. Also, Becky, I did not forget you. I'm so sorry that I didn't make a video when I got your mail. I didn't check my mail for almost a week, and this got to me last Wednesday. So I want to share with you guys Becky's beautiful stuff. And here's her card that she sent me. Now, I watched her video on this, and this was scrap papers that she had left over from a project she was doing. And she sat down and just made a whole bunch of cards, and basically what she did is based on, the size of whatever her scrap was, determine the size of her card. And I absolutely love this card. I think it's so pretty. I'm also trying something new with my lighting, so let me know if it's better, worse. I noticed a lot more shadow in here, but hopefully you can see the project better. And here is her gorgeous ATC. Oh, down. Isn't that amazing? This was the project that I was telling you guys about, that she did a huge sheet similar to this, but it was bigger, and she painted on it, and she gessoed over it, and she put napkins down, and I mean, it's just, the texture on this is amazing, and it's just so pretty. And it says, the butterfly counts not months, but moments, and has time enough. And I think that's so perfect. I received this on a perfect day right when I needed it. So thank you so much for that. Oh, and I've got it up there with my collection of ATCs, the two ATCs that I got from Gareth. So this sits right next to them. And then also, she sent me napkins. Now, I've never played with napkins before, so I'm still like researching and watching and trying to figure out exactly how everybody uses them. But these are just so stinking cute. So there's a rooster, and she was so sweet. She sent me 2 of each, so I cannot wait to stick my hand in these and start playing with these guys. And owls, my daughter loves these. So I'm going to try to figure out a project I can make for her, and we'll hang it up in her room because they're just so colorful and cute. And these are like corkscrews for like the tops of wine and things. I've never seen napkins like this. And I think they're so cute and so pretty. And just, I love the colors on this. Kind of like that vintagey color. These are going to be perfect. The seashells. I actually am planning on doing a a honeymoon album, I guess I should call it. My husband and I went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, so that's going to be perfect for that. I love butterflies and the vibrant colors in these. I think it's just so pretty. Thank you so, so much, Becky. So generous of you to share these with me. I cannot wait to start trying and playing with these. This one's got to be like my favorite. I love the black in the background, how it makes the butterflies and flowers pop. I think it's so pretty. Oh, I cannot wait. And some more butterflies and the pastels on these. I actually want to do something for Jason's stepmother. She loves butterflies and purple. So I'm going to, I don't know, I got a whole lot of things going. This is another one of my favorites. I love the postage stamps and the music notes and the butterflies and just love how, like, I don't know what the proper word for it is, but just like how dainty they are. I'm actually kind of sad that I have to rip them apart to use them, but so pretty. And this one here with the pink flowers. And then this one here. I think I actually want to try to figure out a way to use this one with like the one that, the rooster. See if I can grab it real quick. So like if I can figure out how to combine those, I think those would be really cute together. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to figure out a way to get those two to work together, because I just think they'd be so pretty. And pink flamingos. I showed these to my mom, and she goes, I don't know what you're going to make me, but I want that one. So, which is so funny, because her least favorite color is pink. But I think just like the hibiscus in the corner, it just kind of gives me that like Hawaiian feel. You know what I mean? So I'm going to figure out how to incorporate those with the shells, and then I got to figure out something that I'm going to make for my mom, because my mom demanded the pink flamingos. So thank you so, so much for those. I cannot wait. I'm constantly watching your videos to see how you're playing with the napkins so I can get it, you know, because it's easy to sit there and watch, but to actually do, I get like nervous. Does that make sense? I get like really hesitant to do it because I'm so afraid I'm going to like mess it up and then I don't know how to fix it. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Also, I have this white sheet down because I just looked down at it. I got an light. It was on sale at a really good price. So my husband and I went and bought it. And I'm hoping, like I said, that the lighting works a little bit better with it being on. With it being off, it just seems too yellow. But the bad thing is that it leaves like a huge white, like you're going into the light, bright light right here. So I'm using this white piece to cover that up, and hopefully that helps. Also, I know I said I would do this with you guys, but for some reason my mojo was just going, but not here. It wasn't, I don't want to say I've lost my mojo towards the albums, but I kind of lost my mojo towards the albums. Does that make sense? So I made my very first canvas. Be nice, guys. But I want honest opinions. Let me know what you think. There is my very first canvas. Now, I made this with the intention of it going to Jason's stepmother for Christmas. And he doesn't want me to give it away. He wants me to keep it, and we're going to put our wedding photo in here. So I'm now back up to 12 canvases that I have to make for Christmas. But this is my canvas that I did. I did a lot of, again, and this was all new to me. So I may not remember exactly like everything that I did, but I'll try to go over it as quickly as I can. I took 3 different stencils, and I just stenciled them on. I painted it with the white gesso first. Then I stenciled with modeling paste and a coarse modeling paste with that like sandy grit feeling in it. And then I just literally sprayed the heck out of it with Smooch sprays, Lindy sprays, Heidi Swap sprays. I kind of went crazy and was kind of started to panic for a minute because I thought, oh my gosh, it's all looking muddy and horrible. And then, I tried to clean it up a little bit, and I started spraying again, and then I remembered to dry in between phases to try to help, not muddy up the colors so much. And then I did my frame, which is a Michaels frame, and I went through and I stamped it with a script stamp, and then I embossed, and then I sprayed the heck out of it. And then I placed it where I wanted it, and then I started with these two big flowers, and then kind of basically went off of that. So there's plastic beads in here, there's some metal flowers and butterflies, there's the Tim Holtz numbers, random buttons, a little clock, a thing up here that says explore, crowns, wings. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in just a hair. Okay, so here's like the crown piece, and then I have one wing sticking out here and another wing sticking out over here. Flowers, all sorts of different, there's a chain over here, more plastic buttons, there's a keyhole right here, there's like little wings down here and springs, just all sorts of, two buttons on top of each other, leaves, trying to see if I know where I'm going. Gears, another like plastic bead piece that was white, a brown button that was there, a plastic flower, a key, another number, and just a whole bunch of, I literally just tried to do what Angela Holt did with literally just throwing everything on and basically crossing my fingers and hoping it would look okay. Well, when I put it together, I looked at it and was like, oh, this looks really bad. Like, the colors are all weird. Nothing matches. Like, I have a green flower here. I have a red and yellow flower here. These are the flowers that Teresa gave me in her very sweet, happy mail. So they got used, Teresa. They're here. I don't know if you can see them. But they're there. There's one here, one of the purple ones. There's a red one here and a blue one here. I absolutely loved working with them. And I still have more, so I'm very excited. I'm going to add more of those to canvases. And I'm really glad that I get to keep this one because now I'll always have your artwork with me. So then I turned around and I gessoed everything, which then of course I freaked out about that because I'm like, oh crud, did I put too much on? It doesn't look right. And then I just dried it and went, I'm just going to keep going. And I sprayed it all over the place. I don't know what colors I used because all of my colors are like in one bin, and I literally didn't look at the color. I picked up a color, I shook the bottle, and I sprayed it. Kind of how it went. So there's like probably 50 million different colors on here. And then I decided when I was done with that I still wasn't happy with it. So I don't know if you can see, but I kind of splattered all sorts of different colors around. I just took the bottle itself, whatever bottle I was using, and I opened the lid and just started shaking it, like, violently all over the place. And I think it actually turned out pretty neat. So I don't know if you can see, like, the speckles up here and how I just kind of threw dots of paint everywhere. So there's my very first canvas, guys. I promise that I will do one recording. This one actually didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. There was a lot less thinking involved than I thought there was going to be. And it was such a freeing feeling that I can't wait to do my next one. So I will do a process video on the canvas. Like I said before, I'm probably going to do it all in one sitting, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on the time. And when I'm at, an hour like I usually am, I'll just hit stop and upload that video, and then I'll do the next video. And however long it takes me. I want to say this took me, without drying time, it took me probably about 3 or 4 hours to piece together. Only, because with my canvas, I could technically say 2 days, because with the canvas, I sprayed everything down and it was still really tacky. So I just let it sit and dry overnight along with the picture frame. And then I glued the picture frame and I waited about 4 hours because I used the E6000 and a little bit of hot glue. And then I just started piecing everything together and everything just kind of fell together after that. So I hope you guys like it. I'm really excited. I don't know where we're going to hang it up, but I have white walls and this is going to be a really cool piece to add to my white walls to make them not so white anymore. Okay. So back to the original project that we were working on, which was this mini album. This was the last thing we did, was this right here. And I don't think I really did, I didn't do any embellishing other than the fact that I added the cross here. That's the only embellishing I did. Oh, and I added half a butterfly here because I forgot to do the seam binding. And I got to figure out what I'm doing on this side because I don't want that to pop off. So there is that. Now what we're doing tonight, because I'm already at 16 minutes, is the mini album that's going to go in the back of the album. I don't know if you guys remember me explaining when I first started doing the albums that I do a mini within the mini. So, and I went through and I pre-made all of these. So, okay, sorry, Scarlett's still awake and she's talking to me. She is actually crafting with the stuff that Teresa gave her and what Mildred gave her, so she's over here on the side of me working. And I wish I could move my camera so you guys could see, but I don't want to make anyone sick or dizzy because of the way I have my camera set up. It would probably get stuck and I'd probably drop it or break something. Sorry guys, hang on one second. Oh, sorry, I had to get a sip of coffee. Okay, so I'm going to set these to the side. Stick those right there. Okay, so this is the mini album within the mini album. And I know it looks kind of funky because there's all sorts of different colors and weird stuff going on, but I promise it'll look okay when we piece it all together. So I went through and I cut all my pieces, you know, like pre-cut them. Oh, now it's not going to cooperate. And this just ties together and it's on the top and on the back. Now this back piece, we don't need to do anything to other than tack down our ribbon to it because this is actually going to get glued to the mini album. So the mini album, the mini album, I guess I should say, there's, you know, the cover, and this flips open, and this flips this way. So, oop, wrong way. So there's, you know, extra places for photos here, and then it flips this way, and then it flips up, and then it flips down. And this piece that's flapping up will actually become a pocket. Okay, and then I took a 2-inch scallop punch, and I tried to punch as close to the center as possible on both of these, and then I'll put photo mats that go inside that she can just pull out. So that's what we're working on. And I should have inked all my stuff, but I just basically wanted to make a video. I was very, very excited. And, you know, since Josie was yelling at me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Josie. I really do appreciate the fact that you did that. So, it's been a stressful week. Not like over the top, oh my gosh, it's been crazy. But does anybody else, like, when the weather goes crazy and haywire, you feel like your life is kind of doing the same thing? It has been, I don't know what's going on. Our weather has been insane. It's been 100 degrees, and then all of a sudden, like right now, it's 67 degrees outside, and it's rainy, and it's cold, and it's wet. And my back porch is kind of strange, where, I don't know how to explain it, but like, my backyard has like a little hill in the back, and then it slopes into the house. So if it rains too much, the rain gets in the doggy door, and then it floods my living room. And we're renting, so I have to be really, really careful and make sure that, you know, like, no damage is done to the house, obviously, because, you know, you put a security deposit down, you want that money back. So when you move, you got a little bit of money to help you move. So yeah, I'm like, oh boy, constantly getting up in the middle of the night, checking the backyard, making sure it's not flooding, and if it does flood, I have to like take a huge broom and push the water into the grassy area because the grassy area is flat. So I don't know if it's because like the way the house is settling or just the way the backyard was built. But if that's the way the backyard was built, it wasn't a very bright idea. Because it's driving my puppies crazy. My puppies can't go in and out because, you know, they have to jump in a pool to get outside when they go out the doggy door. But Scarlett's been crafting with me all week. And we're working on the fronts. Let me see if I can... What did I do with that? There it is. So, colored up a whole bunch of different images, and these are going to be the ones that we send out for the Happy Meals, that we're going to send, or thank you cards and things like that. Scarlett picked out all the colors, and I just kind of colored them in. And we're going to cut those apart, and she's so very, very excited. Everything she does, she keeps telling me, this is going to be for Mildred, and this is going to be for Teresa. And, you know, she wants to send Becky something, because she was really excited to open that.
Mom, look.
And I see.
Can I show it?
So,
Can I show it?
this is apparently Scarlett's new tape holder. I don't know if you can see that, Mildred. That's one of the tapes that you gave her. She just made a holder for it.
Can I show her this too?
So, she's very, very excited to get started and making the cards. And it was really nice because Teresa sent her, you know, pre-made cards with envelopes. So that's going to help out a lot when it comes to having her, you know, stick things together. And because I'm just going to cut out the little guys that I colored up, and I'm going to let her get some glue and stick them down and just let her go to town with it. So now with that section where I have the pull tabs, I chomped a piece out so that way it's not going to line up perfectly because for some reason I can't ever get, you know, my punches to cooperate with me. So I just have to deal with the fact that I can't get them to line up perfectly, and that's okay. So, to answer everybody's question, I sent Linda an email, because a lot of people have been questioning about, you know, what's going on with that. I sent Linda an email, and, you know, tried to be as nice as I could, and basically told her, you know, the albums are done. They're just basically waiting in a process line to be, move my mouse out of the way, to be embellished and then mailed off. You know, if you really feel that it's going to be an issue, that you think that they're not going to sell, I am willing to change the family page, the military page, and the Christian page. But that's all I can do. You know, holidays are right around the corner. You need the albums by, you know, no later than the end of October. I want to get these mailed out to you. And, you know, I didn't say, like, basically move on. It's not what I typed. I typed something else, I'm sure, but I can't remember at the moment exactly what it was. But, you know, I told her, I said, you know, I value your friendship, and I appreciate, you know, the opportunity that you gave me, and, you know, I hope you're not upset with me. I hope this doesn't offend you in any way, shape, or form. I'm extremely grateful for the chances that you've given me, and I don't want to disappoint, but 90% of the work has been done. So, I haven't gotten a response back, and it's been a while. So, I don't know if I've upset her. I don't know if, you know, she just doesn't know how to respond back, or if she is adamant on having the albums be different but doesn't know how to tell me. I don't know. I do know that a couple of weeks ago she was in the hospital. She cut her finger or something, and I guess it got really badly infected, and she had to wait for the VA's office to make an appointment for her to get her in to get her finger checked. So I'm a little worried that maybe, you know, she's in the hospital and she can't respond. You know, I don't know what's going on. And, you know, it's not like I can just call her, you know, and say, hey, how you doing? You all right? You in the hospital? Are you okay? How's your health? You know, things like that. So I'm kind of worried and a little, it's, you know, I don't know. It's one of two things, you know. She's either really upset with me and doesn't know how to respond, or she can't respond, is the conclusion that I'm coming to. So I'm just going to keep trucking along and doing what I'm doing. And, you know, just keep doing my thing. And hopefully that'll, you know, she'll be okay with it, and that'll be the end of that. So we'll find out. Oh, I'm kind of glad I set this here because now I got brown marks all over the place. So, yeah, I know a lot of people were questioning about, you know, did you let her know? Did you talk to her yet? How did it go? Okay, apparently she had a question. She changed her mind. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, my stress level has been kind of up, and unfortunately, when my stress level goes up, I don't know how to bring it back down, and then it just keeps going up, and boy, so I'm just gonna stick all these down. So I hope everybody had a fantastic 2 weeks, because I'm really, really sorry I didn't make a video last week. Like I said, this ATG gun alone felt like it was 1,000 pounds by itself. It's such a horrible feeling, and I don't know what's going on, because that's not one of the symptoms I originally had when I got into the car accident. So I don't know if there's more damage done to my neck, and because I know that there's a pinched nerve in my neck due to the car accident because of the whiplash and whatever, but I don't know. It's been going on and off for about, I want to say 2 or 3 months, but it's never lasted more than a couple of hours, maybe a day, but nothing more than that. So this last week has kind of made me nervous, and we've been, you know, researching doctors out here and trying to find somebody who can, you know, tell me what's going on. I don't want to just see not a normal doctor, but I don't want to just see a primary care. I want to see a specialist who can just do what they need to do to get it done and over with. You know what I mean? And I think my big fear is that they're going to say, you know, the nerve is being crushed or damaged or something, and they're going to tell me, you know, it's time. It's time for surgery. There's no more avoiding it. We can't push it any further, and things like that. So just been crossing my fingers and hoping for the best, and still haven't found a doctor out here that not so much will take our insurance, but I need to find someone in our network. But, you know, they want you to find the primary care first and then get the referral, and just a whole bunch of fun steps that you have to take in order to get to the doctor that you want to see, basically. So all I'm doing is piecing these down. I cut them about 1/8 of an inch shorter, only because I really do like the funky colors, like, showing through. And oh, I had strips of paper. Now I gotta figure out what I did with those. Sorry guys, hang on one second. I should say, 3 strips of paper. And I have a feeling, amongst all my madness, I threw them away. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, I did. Just kidding. So those need to get inked up real quick. And these little strips are going to go on the little flap that's going to form the pocket. Oh, see, did you see that huge glare? Okay, I'm going to cover it back up now. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I had moved my paper. So, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week. I've actually just enjoyed taking a little mini break and just sitting back and watching everybody's videos and being inspired by them. And you guys have me thinking like, my wheels are turning in every which direction. I want to try, like, everything. Like, I never thought I would get into Project Life because I'm not a big... Tell me if this is weird. Can anybody else understand where I'm coming from? I'm not a big scrapbooker for me. I want to be. Like, I have a million photos that I want to scrapbook and do layouts on, but I'd rather just make a mini album. I don't want to do anything to the mini album. I just want to make the mini album and be done. Does that make sense? So, I'm looking at Project Life because I've been watching Carol's videos because she cracks me up and makes me happy, and so I watch her videos all the time, and she is really, really good at Project Life and makes it look so stinking easy that I'm going, huh, I could do that. Pretty sure I could do that. I don't know if I can do it like she does, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. So I don't know. She's got my wheels spinning about doing Project Life, and then I'm not a big, nobody freak out. I'm not a big Tilda fan. I don't know. I don't know if it's because, you know, they only have the eyes and there's, like, nothing else to them, or I don't know. I think they're cute, and I love the way, I watch Rena's videos, and I love the way she colors them, and, because she's really, really, really big on, Tilda's, and everybody's got, like, the paper now, and the fabrics, and they're making the dolls, and I just watched, Marilyn G. If you haven't watched any of her videos, go check her out. She's pretty amazing, too. She does, like, a little bit of everything, too, which is what I really like about her. And she's really good at explaining stuff. So she made her very first Tilda doll, and it was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. It was literally like this tall, and it was like this big around, and this itty bitty little teacup, and it was so stinking cute. I'm going, huh, I might want to try that. But I don't know how to sew. I have a sewing machine. I've never used it. I've tried, but I can't, I mean, the book might as well be in Japanese to me, and I am 50% Japanese, so it's kind of bad for me to say, but I can't read the language. And that's how I feel trying to read this book. I can't figure it out. So my mom is actually planning on coming out to visit. I don't know when, because it was November, then it was December, and then it's, well, I'm going to come out next year, and now she's thinking of moving out here, and I don't know what's going on. I think that's actually another thing that's kind of freaking me out. As much as I love my mom, we're really good friends when we're not together. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. Oh, did I stick it down wrong? Oh, stinker. We're really good friends when we're not in the same room together. Like right now we're on the video phone, and, you know, she's miles and miles away from me, and we're good. We're like the best of friends. We talk every day. You know, she watches me craft. She always, you know, she's very curious about what I do, which is weird because she was never like that growing up. She had zero interest in what I did growing up. So it's, you know, it's different for me, and I'm enjoying this part of my mom. You know what I mean? I'm glad that we can finally say we're friends, and that we can talk. And I'm trimming this because I screwed up, and the tape ripped. And I'm not going to freak out. I'm just going to fix it. Because had you guys seen me when I first started crafting, you guys probably would have laughed at me. Because when I screwed up like that, I'd have thrown the whole thing away and just started all over again. Because I would panic. Now I don't panic, which is good. I'm really proud that I've moved on from the panicking phase. But, you know, we're just not good when we live together. So I'm a little nervous because she's asked if she can come move with me until she can find, like, a senior citizen living area. And, you know, I'm not going to tell my mom no. She always had a door open for me, so of course I'm going to have a door open for her in her time of need. But I'm a little worried. She seems to have changed a lot since I've grown up and become an adult and become a mom of, you know, my own nature. She seems to have changed a lot in her way of thinking. You know, she's not so uptight and crazy about the littlest things like a spot on a fork or something, you know? So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this time it'll be different. Every time we've tried, it's never worked. So, you know, I never say never. So I'm hoping this is going to be the time that this works. And that we'll be okay, and we'll just figure out, you know, where she's going to live. I want her close by because she is hearing impaired. She's legally blind in one eye. She's got a broken hip. You know, my poor mom is falling apart. So I want her close by where I know that if something happens, I can get to her quickly. But like I said, I'm a little panicky about her living with me. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't even know if it's going to happen. It might not. She hasn't decided yet. Her lease isn't up until, I think, like May. So she's got plenty of time to figure it out. She's also talking about moving with her roommate that she has right now, because they've lived together for the last 3 years, and they've, like, traveled all over. They've been to Orlando and Jacksonville and What was the other place they went to? That was Florida. And then they moved to Irving. I think I'm saying Irving or yeah, that's the only way I can think of how to say it. And if I'm mispronouncing it, let me know, any of you guys from Texas. But she moved to Irving, Texas, and now she's in Dallas. That's 4 moves in 3 years. So, and now her roommate's talking about moving out to Tennessee because he's got family out there and he's finally got custody of his daughter. So he wants his daughter to be, you know, near his mom and his brothers, and I totally understand that. So my mom's kind of freaking out because my mom's not a snowbird, and I guess, you know, they get a lot of snow in Tennessee. So she's freaking out because she doesn't want to go. So I have no idea what she's going to do. So we shall see. Okay, so I'm going to glue my little pocket down. Now that all my mats are down. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. 36 minutes. It didn't take me a whole hour to paper piece something. Maybe I needed the break. I learned something, how to move a little bit quicker. Okay, and then I'm going to try to, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a little bit of a gusset here, and it's a 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to try to line that back gusset with the front gusset here. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to try. So I'm also very excited that I've had a couple of people reach out to me, and I've got my fingers crossed that they're going to start making videos. Dana, how are you? I'm hoping you're going to come join the family. I keep clicking on your name to see if you put up a video yet. I know that it would tell me if you did because I subscribed to you. But I don't see a video yet, girlie. If you need any help with anything, if I can help in any way, shape, or form, please, 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 do not hesitate to blow up my email and ask. I'm totally okay with questions. Please, please, please ask them. I had to ask them too at one point. You know, the information was given to me for free, and I want to give out the information too. I want as many people to watch as I can possibly get. Because I think we all learn something from everybody. You know, even though it might be the same, oh look, we're making a mini album, and you know, you've seen 1,000 mini albums, there might be that one thing that you learn something new. You know what I mean? And like I went through and watched, I didn't do it with her, because I'm one of those, I kind of got to sit and watch it first, and then I try to do it along with them. But I watched all of Wendy's album series that she was doing. It was a memory album, and oh my goodness, the stuff that I learned watching her videos. And I love the fact, like, I think the major reason why I want to do all my videos in real time, panic mode and all, is because if I make a mistake, I want to show how I fix it. Because everybody fixes their problems differently in any situation. You know what I mean? Everybody fixes problems differently. So if we can all learn different solutions to the one problem, we can all figure out what works best for us. And so I love the fact that she did it all in real time. And, you know, I grabbed a cup of coffee and sat back, and you guys might think I'm crazy, and that's okay. I literally, when I watch you guys, I literally sit there and chit-chat with you guys. Whether I'm typing as I'm watching, or I'm literally, like, responding to you guys going, oh, that's an awesome idea. Hey, I think you did a great job. Shoot, I should try that. I literally respond to you guys as I'm watching your videos. Does that make me a little crazy? Possibly. That's okay, though. So here's our album. I don't know if can you guys see that? There's like a little, like, globe or world map on there, and there's clouds. And this paper line, because I actually kept it out so I wouldn't forget, is the Farmhouse Paper Company. Oh, is that the paper company? I don't know. But Oh, Fair Skies. So that's what it looks like. And this is one of the ones that that Miss Linda sent me. It's got hot air balloons and polka dots and the globe. Oh, too fast, too fast. Sorry, guys. Postcards. Maybe if I show it this way. Haha. Just kidding. And I think these are really cute. I'm actually going to cut these out, and that's what I'm going to use as the little tags that go on the inside. And then there's the banner page that I used, the ledger page, which you'll see here in a minute. Absolutely love this page. It's like a collage of tickets and postcards and stamps and bugs and just a whole bunch of craziness. And then there's, oh, wow, sorry. That looks really funky on my screen. It's like a checkerboard page, and then there's a red one. I'll try to flip through them quick, because that was kind of, I just looked at my screen and got blinded. It was really weird. And then there's this, it's like a red page, but it's got a light scaled print of a globe in the background with a little bit of script on the sides. And another one with a little globe and like stamps on the side. I love papers like this. And this says postcard on the bottom. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen this collection. Again, so new. I don't know. And this one's probably, can you kind of see that? It's like the globe, like all the continents and stuff on here. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. And then flowers, which you'll also see here coming up soon. And then that page there. So, I'm sorry if I'm showing you guys something you guys have already seen. It's new to me, and it was pretty exciting and fun to play with. But this is the mini album, so now that it's all, you know, paper pieced together. So it flips open. And those are the two pages that I have together. And then it goes this way. And I try to coordinate, like, what this looks like. And then when you flip it open, what this looks like. So here's the three pieces that I just tacked down. Here's our pocket. But then it also comes in and opens this way. Oh, and there's that funky screen again. Sorry, guys. We'll close that real quick. Woo! Does mind tricks on the eyes. Goodness. Okay, and then these are the pieces that I chose to be my tabs or inserts, or I can't think of what they're called right now. What are they called? Come on, guys. Somebody tell me. Photo mat. You know, the put your photo on it, photo mat thingy. That thing. Yeah, you guys knew what I was saying. So I'm going to glue these together. And this is going to become a photo mat. Oh, I didn't stick this back up. See what happens when I get to talk and I forget what I'm doing. Oh, and Wendy, you're going to laugh at me. I don't know if you're watching my video, sweetheart, but it was really, really funny. I was getting, not frustrated, but I thought, and I kind of wish I would have recorded it because you guys could save it and replay it over and over again when you're having a bad day and just need something to laugh at, because I was the perfect candidate for that. I thought I could squeeze the, sorry guys, I'm looking for my little itty bitty safety pin. I don't know what I did with it. I gotta pull all my stuff out. So, I knew that the tip was clogged, and I was trying really, really hard to get the clog out, and I thought I got it, and I did not have it. So when I pushed on the bottle, the whole thing popped off and glue everywhere. I just sat in shock like I had just been shot. It was the funniest thing in the world. My husband walks over and goes, "What did you do?" And I went, "I broke it." That's exactly what happened. I broke it. He goes, "What did you break?" "My glue bottle." "You have fun cleaning that up," was all he said to me. He just laughed, died laughing. He goes, "You weren't recording by chance, were you?" And I was like, "Nope, sure wasn't." And I wouldn't play it for you anyway because I just scared the bejeezies out of myself. Now that I'm looking back at it, it was pretty freaking funny. I was not very happy at the moment, but it was really funny. So I went out and bought a little sewing kit because I'm trying to make, and I gotta remember to send stuff. I gotta get to the mailbox is what I need to do. I need to just get over my fear of driving for just a second and get up to the post office. Please don't pop, please don't pop, please don't pop. Okay, that didn't work. So yeah, now I have like begging conversations with my glue bottle now. My husband thinks it's really funny. My kids do too. Well, Scarlett, because she's the one who's usually in here when I'm crafting. See, and if I tip it upside down, I don't usually have a problem with it clogging. And I forgot to do that. Oh, please don't do it. I don't know what I did with my little pin that goes all the way in. Sorry, guys. Just looking. I don't know what I did with it. Usually it's in my little pot where all my glue is. But I apparently did not put it back in there, because that would have been the smart thing to do. I'm really good at misplacing stuff. Especially little stuff. And I gotta figure out how to spray my canvases without spraying the rest of the house. So if anyone has tips on that, I will gladly take them. Oh, bummer, I don't know what I did. Yeah, if anyone has tips on, like, because the canvases are 11 by 14, and I thought, okay, if I put it in a box, that'll work. Except I don't have a box that's bigger than 11 by 14. So I need to figure out something else. Kind of like I need to figure out something else with this bottle. You guys excited I'm back? You knew this was coming. Something was bound to happen. I'm looking at the clock going, hey, I'm doing really good time. It's only 47 minutes. And of course, I have to get stuck somewhere. Oh, there it goes. Okay, hopefully, fingers crossed, I got it. I think. Okay, this needs to go back in there. Okay, see, this is what happened last time. Oh, and you guys can't see it, of course. But I got little bits of glue out, and I thought I was good to go, and I squeezed, and it popped. So now I've learned to be a little more hesitant with that. Don't do that. It will blow up in your face. Literally. Okay, I still feel like I'm putting too much. I have a clot stuck in there somewhere. And of course, I don't have another bottle filled. Because, you know, why would I do that with anticipation that something would happen? Okay, that feels better. So I just keep going, like, back and forth with it until I feel like confidently I can get enough glue out without having to put too much pressure on. Yeah, no, just kidding. It doesn't feel better yet. Oh my goodness, if this thing pops on me and you guys hear a blood-curdling scream, I'm fine. It's just glue. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to test the waters. I'm just not going to do it. So, hopefully glossy accents will work, because that's all I've got. That's all I'm prepared with today. And I was really excited when Teresa sent me these bottles, because I thought, because here I go thinking again, I thought the pins that were inside here would fit inside the ones that Wendy gave me. Not so much. It's like a hair off. So I was a little upset about that. I was like, oh, I had a solution. Now I no longer have a solution. Now I gotta figure out which way's up. My head's in the way, I'm sorry. Okay, so I am just going to stick those back to back. Press down. And check my edges, because for some reason I still can't cut straight on my trimmer. I've tried lining it up with the lines. I've tried just ignoring the lines. I don't know which one's off. So it's just me. I'm the one who's off, and that's okay. I make it work. So I'm a little off right here, so I'm going to ink that edge a here more, and this side just to make it even. And I'm using walnut stain. So I just wanted a little bit, it felt like the, which is the one I'm looking for? The vintage photo would have been too light. So, and I wanted them all to be the same. So, okay, so there's that. So one mat done. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope this guy, this bad boy fits in. And you know, I wish I could give you guys, the sizes and dimensions and all that to this little mini album, but like I said, I prepared them before we even moved, and I know it was a tutorial that I watched on YouTube, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember who it was that I watched. Again, I had no idea that I was going to be doing YouTube videos, so none of that was, you know, significant to me, and remembering who I got the inspiration from, and, you know, things like that. So I never wrote anything down, or, you know, I watched it, I liked it, and then I moved on. Or I tried it. Which I think is another reason why I've always been like a one and done type of gal, because I can't remember. And it's really bad that, like, I will write down directions for myself, and I still have no idea what I'm saying. They're my instructions. My directions, I wrote them down, not a clue what I meant by any of it. I can't, it's not that I can't read my chicken scratch, I have no idea what my abbreviations were, and then I decided, okay, I'm not going to abbreviate anymore because obviously that's not working, and I don't understand what I'm saying still. I need one of those, like, picture directions that say place, you know, piece A on a piece B over piece C and fold with piece D and, you know, those type of things. And, oh, I couldn't imagine trying to sit down and try to digraph it all out, which is the reason why it's taking me forever to do my organizer, because I really, really want to get that up on Etsy before the new year, because, holy geez, that's right around the corner. And I want to get that up so that way, you know, that's up and done and moved on. And I can't figure out how to write it down to where, like, I wrote down directions when I first did it. I don't know what any of it means. I know I'm supposed to cut 48 pieces of this thing and 48 pieces of that thing and 12 pieces of this thing, and I have no idea. There's a reason why I'm not an English major. That is one of them. So I'm just going to tie that on, and there we go. And that will in turn put this bad boy open. Stick that there. And I'm going to take Scotch glue and I douse it with glue only because, not douse it, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because it's really not that much, but I'm kind of scraping as I go. But I try to put enough glue on there that, you know, if she were to pick up the album by this, it won't fall off. And then I try to very carefully, with my bad eyeballing, I try to eyeball it into the center and smush. And then that becomes the decorative page for the album on the very last page. So once you think you're done, if I could get in a frame, once you think you're done with the album, you come to realize there's just a little bit more. So that's what I do there. So I'm going to close that up, and usually I do my cover first, so it's heavy, and then it's just kind of, it's going to sit on that mini album. I don't know if you guys can see it. So there it is, right in the back. So I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to grab, yeah, just kidding. I'm going to grab this guy and find my little ticket page, which is not that way. very good at flipping pages. I haven't gotten, like, the system down yet. Where'd you go? I had a ticket page in here. Where are you? There you are. So I'm going to take this guy out. Perfect. And then I'm going to, I was thinking about fussy cutting, but I'm not very good at that either. Which is really kind of sad because I went to cosmetology school, so I can cut hair pretty straight. Paper, not so much. So, and unfortunately, yes, I am a beauty school dropout. I had to, unfortunately, I had to leave before I was able to graduate. That's a whole nother fun story. But I'm really excited. I have, the little boy that I babysit, his grandmother has asked me to make a wreath, with the homemade flowers that I make with coffee filters. And, she wants me to make, I'm trying to remember exactly what the details were, because I don't know when she needs it by, so I haven't really thought about it. I've been so excited about my canvases that I have not really thought about, you know, when she needs this by, which I need to find out, because apparently it's for sister flying in, and she wants it small enough to where, you know, her sister can put it in her suitcase and take it with her. So, but she just wants a small wreath with coffee filter flowers, which is what I made my wedding bouquet out of, and, you know, lilac colors, and so I've never made a wreath before, so I've been watching a lot of Amy's videos. May made it, because she does gorgeous wreaths, and been getting inspiration from her, and, you know, how to bundle the pieces together, and things like that. And so I'm very, very excited. Speaking of Amy, May made it. If you guys haven't checked out her video, please do. She just hit 10,000 subbies, and I'm so, so excited for her. So excited for her. Definitely an awesome teacher. Amazing, amazing person to watch if you need inspiration for, like, the simplest things. She takes the coolest things that you're looking at it going, I don't know what to do with that really, and turns them into something so stinking cool that my kids want to make it. Like we were talking about, my son wants to make these little, oh, sorry, that glare. I keep bumping the paper. And apparently my stickles. Sorry, can you tell I'm really sidetracked? She makes, this little, what is it called? Door hanger out of paper. And she makes a little, out of one sheet of paper, she makes this cute little fold-up box piece. And then she sticks her husband's goodies in there, which are called Vinny's Vittles. And such a complicated recipe. You guys have to go watch her video to go find out what that recipe is, because it's really hard. It's 3 ingredients. And I really hope that she and Vinny consider doing a Vinny and May Made It series, because I think they are just such a cute couple. They're so stinking cute. I love it when he gets on there and he talks about his little recipes that he does and things like that. But, so my son saw the video. Anyways, back to what I was saying, because I'm sidetracked again. So my son saw the video, and he told me, Mom, I want to make those for my teachers. And I said, okay, well, how many teachers do you have? And he goes, I don't know. There's a lot of doors. In case I didn't mention it, they're door hangers, and she, you know, does a punch, and then you hang them on the door. So he wants to make one for every single teacher in the school. And I'm going, I don't know if we have time for that, buddy. You know what I mean? So, because it's K through 6. And, like, my daughter alone, she has, I think, 5 or 6 teachers. So, that's not including, like, the counselor and principal. And he just basically, if he sees a door, he wants to hang it on a door, is basically what he's after. So, I think it's really sweet of him. but I'm trying to convince him that his 4 teachers are enough. I don't know how well it's going to go. I don't know if I'll win that battle, but we shall see. He really wants to make them, though, and I'm so totally okay with him making them. I actually went to, where did I go? Was it Tuesday morning? I think it was Tuesday morning, and I found a Halloween stack by My Mind's Eye, and I think I've seen it, but I don't know if it's like last year's. Actually, no, I think I found it at Goodwill. Did I find it at Goodwill? I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can tell me when this stack is from. I just thought it was really cool, and I got it so I could use it for his stuff. And I think there's only like 3 or 4 pages missing. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's called Haunted. And I just thought it was really cute, and it's double-sided. Oh, there's that funky thing again. Sorry, guys. The polka dots. And that's the cool thing, is that it doesn't have to be used for Halloween. Like, I like the witches on there. So I got this, and if I can convince him, I really like that page. It says danger and bed bug poison, and I can't read upside down. Truth serum, but you get the drift. All sorts of different little things on there. If I can convince him that his 3 or 4 teachers are enough, this paper pad will be enough. You know what I mean? Spiders in October, and it kind of repeats itself again, I think. So, I'm hoping he will let me convince him that they are enough. I don't know if I'll win, because he seems pretty excited and adamant. He's like, but look, it's easy, Mom, it's easy. I'm like, yes, I understand that Mamie makes it look easy, but you have a gazillion teachers in your school. He's 6. I don't think he's getting it, but we'll see. And I don't know what goodies I'm going to put in there, because I don't know if, like, the school is okay with me doing something like Vinnie's Vittles, you know, because my hands have to, well, my hands don't have to touch the recipe, but they don't know that, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking of going and just getting a couple of candy bars or something and throwing them in the little box area, which I think will still look cute. So, very, very excited to do that project. I don't know when that's getting done, but I've, you know, a little over a month to do it. So we'll see how that goes. So like I said, I cut that sheet apart, and now I have all these cute little, ooh, that shadow's bad, sorry. Little, you know, like mini postcards, basically. And those are all just going to get tucked right into here. So she can journal, or, you know, whatever she wants to do with them. If she can find photos that small, kudos to her. And there we go. So a whole bunch of little postcards right in there, all shoved in, not so nice and neat, because I don't know how to do that. And then they just get tied up. And that is that. So, maybe. I need to go this way. I don't know how to tie a bow either. Some of you guys make some of the fanciest bows, and I don't know how you do it. Like, I would need to get the bow thingy that you know, string your strings around in order to get the bow right. But I try. That's all I can do. And, oh, nope, just kidding. Wrong string. There we go. And so there's that. That's where we are today. Hopefully next week we will, I think I'm going to embellish just a little bit here and there and then just kind of explain it. Because I don't want to take another 5 or 6 more videos to embellish. And I know it's going to take me that long. I want to get started on the canvases with you guys. I'm really excited to do it. Again, thank you guys all so much for watching and having a cup of coffee with me. Josie, I love you. Mwah. And I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for everything. It means the world to me that you guys have sent me messages. And even if you haven't sent a message, don't feel obligated. I love you anyway. Because I don't want you to, you know, feel bad if you didn't send me a message. That's perfectly fine. I still love you. I'm still happy that you guys are my subbies. Oh, look at that. I just found my clip. Isn't that funny? Just kidding. So, I will see you guys next week if, you know, all goes well and my hand is, because my hand's still kind of tingly, like right up in here in this area. So hopefully that is completely gone by next week. And we'll do a little bit of embellishing, and then I think we'll call it good on this album. And we're going to do a canvas. I am so pumped. I'm so excited. I did my first one. I know it was without you guys, but I had to get my mojo going, and that was the only thing calling me. It was a canvas. I did it. We went for it, and so yeah, I can't wait. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me and for watching. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Keep your comments coming. I love hearing them, and I love responding to them. Thanks again, guys. See you next week.